So, as I said, we take first-time home buyers, turn them into multiple property owning investors, right? So if you figure that a first-time home buyer can buy a starter home in Brampton for 500 grand, right? So that's going to be either a new freehold townhouse, a new condo townhouse, or an older freehold. Does everybody know the difference between freehold versus condo? Okay. Freehold is more desirable, right? Condo, not so much, because over the years, the condo fees increase, and if the condo fees get too large, then buyers are not attracted to it, right? So the down payment on the $500,000 will be $25,000. The mortgage owing will be $475 plus the CMHC fee. So are you familiar with CMHC and what that is? Why you have to pay for it? Okay, that's the mortgage insurance. Anybody putting down less than 20% has to pay for mortgage insurance. After 5 years, that house, based on the 7% appreciation, will be worth $701,275, right? At that time, because you're paying down the mortgage as well, you'll owe $418,500, right? So there's a difference there of almost $300K over the 5 years.
Can you put down less than 20% on a investment property outside of personal residence?
So the question is, can you put down less than 20% on an investment property outside of your principal residence? So the rules are no. There are ways to circumvent that. So for instance, if you buy an owner-occupied property right now at 5% down, and let's say a year from now, your job relocates you to Niagara Falls or something, right? You can buy another property there for 5% down, right? Nobody, like, the rules are the rules, but they can't tell you you can't move. You know what I mean? So yes, you can buy that second property with 5% down, so you now have two properties that are considered high ratio. It's just that you'd have to use two different insurers. So there are 3 mortgage insurance companies in Canada. There's CMHC, which is the main one, that's the government. Then there's Genworth, and there's Canada Guarantee, right? So if you bought your first owner-occupied property with CMHC, and then you then have to move, you buy either with Genworth or Canada Guarantee. Make sense?
Otherwise, you have to put down 25% to invest in the property.
20%, yeah. The general rule is you got to put down 20% to buy your second property. Anything other than your residence is 20%. Because once you move, you don't have to sell. You could rent that first property out, right? So at the end of the 5 years, then, what we'll do to extract that equity so we can use it as capital, we will refinance the home at 80% loan to value, LTV, loan to value. So that's the value of the amount of the loan versus the value of the house. So if you have $1 million house, you owe $500,000 on a mortgage, that's 50% loan to value, right? So we take out some of that money. You can go to 80% of that 701, which is 561.20, right? Minus what we owe. Now, what we owed was 418.5, but you're gonna have some legal fees to refinance and so on, right? So you can actually extract $141,000, right? And you can use that as your capital on your future investment property.